Hey everyone, this is Ree. Like, subscribe, share this video. And I just did some commentary on these two and listen up.
To do a talk. I wanted to do or try something different because I'm trying to get prepared for tonight. Hopefully, I can do a live, but we'll see. But I exactly want to speak to two people, Martell and Arion. I normally call her AC, but not today. And you can see the title, It's Not About You. And the reason I said you, because those two are in the same, so they're the same people. And I want to strictly talk about the child that they have together because I've sat and really mulled this over it, and I'm just really pissed off. I am pissed off to the nine. And a little bit about her daughter. But that's it. And I won't be saying the kids' names. So where I want to start, first I want to say hello to everyone. I hope you guys had a great Saturday morning and afternoon. This is my problem with this whole entire situation. True enough, their child is exhibiting allegedly some learning curves. Um, but we don't know for sure, so it's allegedly. But my problem with Arion, why do you, what kind of woman are you to have your children knowing that you are being drugged and you get pissed off because they're being, well, at least your son with Martell is being drugged, and you don't like how people are trying to tell you, or the viewers trying to tell you about how you're parenting your daughter. You don't want people's input, and majority of them are not just trying to put you down. They're trying to say, hey, you need to look at this. Even though you and Martell have done some of the most unthinkable acts that you could do to a person on a national platform, not just on the show, but on social media. So we're not going to talk about all of that because God is handling both of you guys for that. What I want to talk about, who in their right mind thinks that you and Martell should be parenting a child. Neither one of you guys have taken the time to really rear him, to really nurture him. You start from when they are a baby, speaking to them as with words. You don't just goo goo gaga like all that stuff you were saying. And it's a lot of other stuff you said, but I cut it out and I didn't even, it was just too embarrassing. And I don't care if you're embarrassed or not, but I'm thinking about these poor children. And your daughter, unfortunately, is at an age where kids are seeing all of this stuff. But your child with Martell, do you even know that this boy will grow up? He can't even Google his name. It's one thing for you to go on a social media platform knowing what your name stands for, which is not good. And then you're saying all of these things, which I'm going to say allegedly, and I'm using air quotes, but I'm going to say allegedly, but it's on video, it's on live, it's all over YouTube, everywhere. But you're talking about sleeping with somebody else's husband and bragging about it in front of your daughter. Do you not know? Like, do you have no sense, regardless of what your mother allegedly possibly taught you or didn't teach you? It's certain things that's called common sense. Because at the end of the day, nobody comes with a parenting manual. You can go by the way you were reared and you can take the good and the bad. I when I had my first child at 25, didn't have a clue. But I took what I learned from my grandmother, God rest her soul, grandfathers, and my aunts. And the things I didn't like, I didn't use them. What I'm saying to you, you got to stop sitting on this live on Instagram like you the doo wop wop pop chick. Like, I ain't gonna say her name either, but we all know who says that. But you up there acting like, still trying to comb through that hair. Oh, I cut my hair. Grow up. You have two children. Two. Not uno, dos. And if you don't know, that's two. You have two children that looking to you to provide them with the mental, physical, spiritual, anything you want to say with the oils to guide them and lead them. You're making a comment stating, and I can put it out because I have it off of your live. Well, my daughter, she's going to college if she wants to, but I'm not going to make it something that she has to do, which you pretty much was saying that you're not going to make it a prerequisite. But at the end of the day, you should. You should. You should want her to reach her potential. She's a Black, beautiful queen. I don't know besides you dealing with Martell, but all I know is when I looked back at some of your photos, I don't know what, at least you was on the surface seemed like you was taking care of her. I don't know. Can't go by just because she was dressed, but it seems like you was putting more. I have not seen your son with Martell dressed up not one time. Like, I'm trying to talk to you like a big sister. Honestly, at my age, I could be your auntie. If I started having kids a little younger, your mother. I really could. I could be your mother, because I have a child that's what, 5, 6 years younger than you. All I'm saying to you, Ariane, what have you say your name? Look, what you have done to the other party in that marriage or slash divorce, it is done. You're going to have to answer for that. And you are. But listen, at the end of the day, you still can make better decisions. And this is not me trying to help you. This is me trying to help you to help your children. Knox needs, oh God, you know what? I'm so sorry, guys. I said I wasn't going to say his name. Forgive me. Once again, we all make mistakes. That baby needs structure. What are you and Martell doing to bring structure in his life? What are you doing? Every time I see one of you with him, it's on a live. What are you doing? You're just showing, okay, can you at least be sitting on a live with a book showing him this is purple, this is red? Can you pretend that you're trying to teach him something? Martell has him in the gym. You have him, running around. What are you guys doing? Okay, let me calm down because I cannot understand for the life of me. If you know you're not going to do right, let your sister, and I don't know your sister from Adam, and I think I heard her getting on to your son that time when he pulled your hair and hit you and stuff, and I'm going to say allegedly, but like I said, once again, it's on your live and it's on YouTube, but allegedly. I don't know what type of relationship you guys have, but there is no way I could sit there and allow you to make to have yourself look like a horse's patoot. At this point, nobody's asking you to apologize. That was long, long overdue. I don't know what it's going to take for you to realize that when you have a child, that child is your child. It's the old saying is Papa's maybe, Mama's baby, Papa's maybe. I have told plenty of young women when you have a baby, have the expectation of doing everything yourself. If that parent or that father or dad or whatever you want to label that person as steps in, allow them to. Allow them to step in. My whole thing with you is that you're not even requiring Martell to try to act like he's trying to parent the way he parent his other children. You're not. You're so worried about. You're so worried about you guys' child you have together mimicking the other ones. You are a different breed of a mom, mother, because you're not a mom. You're a different breed. You have to work with what you have. You're no longer in your 20s. You're in your 30s. And honestly, it don't even matter about your 20s because in my 20s, I made mistakes, but I knew right from wrong. Ariane, Ariane, at the end of the day, for you, you can't blame. You're sitting on there saying, oh, you got to do things for yourself. You should have known that when you had your first child. You should have known that. So you're long enough in the tooth. It's not like your child with Martell is the first one. I'm quite sure when he was coming over to your house, allegedly, to spread it low and lay it wide, allegedly. Well, I can't even say allegedly because y'all produced the child. So you was knocking the boots. Anywho, did you even require Martell when he come over? Don't come empty handed. Have something for my child. Let's go out and take her out to get something to eat. My whole thing with you is you had so many opportunities to nip this in the bud. And I'm going to say it. Nobody may not like me saying it, but you had this baby thinking that you were going to be in the same league as the ex-wife, and you're not. Even if she wasn't who she was, you got to understand the way you brought this child into this world. And I don't blame that baby. That's a baby. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't. And the reason why he has no allegedly discipline, because you don't show him discipline. And I don't care what Martell says. I don't see him showing any discipline on his lives that he having with. But let it be the other kids. He want to act like he in military school with them. But guess what? You should acquire Martell to be more hands-on with that boy. You should. But you can't acquire anything because you're too busy twirling your hair, acting like you got it together to y'all maybe think that I'm don't have it together or I'm dumb or something. No, we don't think that. We can only go by your actions. We can see that because at the end of the day, you have 2 children. And honestly, allegedly, based on what Martell said, and I'm not going to say you because I don't remember you saying it. You should have had, at this point in time now, 4 children. 4 children because two are in heaven. So you should have had your daughter and those 2 and this one. So honestly, you should have had 4 children, 3 of them from him. I don't understand what was clicking in your mind when you had to do that the first time. I don't get it. I was looking at you on your live and I was just like, if you take a picture and you look at yourself from when you first started coming on with the situation with Martell, the affair, the betrayal, the adultery. I'm gonna call it for all what it is, because there is no allegedly, because you knew this man was married, and at this point, who cares at this point? Because she's doing a whole lot better without him, but she got them beautiful babies. And at the end of the day, for me, if you don't have to ask nobody for forgiveness, but what you need to do is get, and I'm not saying allegedly with this, you need to get on your knees and pray and ask God for forgiveness. You don't have to listen to us, the viewers, the bloggers. You don't have to listen to us. If you ask God, God forgives us for all our sins. What we think, what we feel. It's a lot of stuff we say in our mind that we shouldn't be thinking. And God, you ask God for forgiveness. Was you wrong for what you've done over and over and over and you still doing? Yes. But if you get on your knees, if your mother allegedly haven't told you this, or your sister haven't allegedly told you this, Reed is telling you, get on your knees and mean it from your heart, mean it from your mind and your soul, because you can say something out your lips and God know what you're thinking at the same time, and he know what's in your heart. If you ask God to please forgive you for all that you've done, and you call out the name of the people you've done it to, and he know you sincere, and from that day forward you try to live a better life, God will he will do it, because God is a God. He is a just God. He's a forgiving God. But if you keep on the same trail and track you on, you gonna get the same thing. And you said something that I don't even think you listened to when you said it. And it's on your recording. It's on your live, and I have it. And I don't know if I put it out there, but I'm going to say allegedly, and I can still put it out there. You said you sit around and you say you're going to do something, and 6 months later, you haven't done anything, pretty much allegedly saying you're procrastinating. So you already know this. You should be sitting around. You should not be even sitting around. You should be out making money to buy your kids whatever they need. Put your children in whatever situation you want them to be in. Whatever their parents do, the fathers do, they do. But you shouldn't wait on nobody to do nothing for you. And all of these little things you're doing for clickbait, putting out there, when you know what you put out there for your little boutique online, you put your little offer code or discount code. Them codes don't mean nothing. Nothing. You trying to play a game that you don't even know the instructions. You ain't never been in that league. You don't even have the blueprint to be in that league. Allegedly, but I don't have to say alleged, but I'm gonna do it with the air quotes. And Martell, you just as low down as they come. After that girl had the first heaven baby from you, that should have woke. You should have never even messed around from the beginning. But for when she did that, that should have woke your crazy butt up. Allegedly saying, "Oh boy, oh no." But you know what? You thought your stuff didn't stink. Oh, but it stank, baby. It stank so much we could smell it through the screen. And I'm gonna tell both of y'all, if y'all don't want to hear strangers, viewers, or anybody say something about your son, you need to put the work in. Even if your son go to school, you still need to be a participating parent. You still need to be a functioning parent. You still need to make sure you take the time to go through this child and make sure he has everything that he needs. The one thing I can say to you that you can't say nothing to me. I have 25 years under my belt dealing with a child with disabilities, speech delays. So I'm not going to self diagnose your son. I'm not doing that. But what I'm telling you, if you guys don't put into the work for him, even if he's going to school, you cannot think that the school or daycare is going to teach your child everything you know. You have to advocate for your own child. And I don't care if you listen to what I got to say or not, but I am going to say a prayer for Knox because that baby has nothing to do with what y'all two foolery bumfoogles allegedly done did to him. He shouldn't have never, or your daughter shouldn't have never been on a live. Shouldn't have never, ever been on there. And people wouldn't have had anything. But every time you look around, 6 o'clock in the morning, girl, are you crazy? Yeah, I said it. Allegedly, are you crazy? Putting that child up there at 6 o'clock in the morning. Most children do not even want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning unless they playing a video game. I don't know what the problem. Well, I know. I keep saying I don't know. I do know what the problem is. All you two do is think about yourselves. You two are the most selfish individuals I've ever, and I've seen some selfish ones. But you two are so selfish. So selfish. But even though with you guys being selfish, I still am going to pray and hope that God can find some way to show you guys how to be better parents. Better parents. You guys have labels allegedly, and these are the labels I see. Liars, allegedly. Betrayal, allegedly. Destruction, allegedly. Demolish, allegedly. Torn apart, allegedly. And I don't understand from you, Ariane, how do you think your daughter is viewing you as a woman, as a mother, and as a person? The one thing I know is that I have grown children and I will not be just a friend to them. I am at a point in my life where if I do something wrong, you need to go to that babe. You need to go to your daughter. And because she's very intelligent, I can see it. And that's probably thanks to her father, allegedly, and his wife, allegedly. But you need to go to her and apologize. And from this day forward, please stop talking around that little girl. Stop talking your business. Stop talking. If she's at school or her dad, say what you got to say then. Wait to not go to school or go with his dad. Just have some get up about yourself, allegedly. This is Dear Ree, and I'm out. I love all my subscribers, the viewers. If you can like this video, share this video. I know I'm long-winded, but I'm passionate about the children. And I understand, but guys, it is not their son's fault for where he's at. He's just a baby. And is he off the chain? Yes, he is. But he's just a cutie pie. So this is Dear Ree. Peace and soul. Mwah.